Lindy, the challenge tonight with facing Dallas for your group is?
Big, strong team, a lot of speed, got a lot of offensive weapons, and, we got to make sure that we play well away from the puck.
From the way your team played defensively last night, is that encouraging signs about where this team is moving forward right now?
Yeah, again, we have to. But that's part of the game. We got to keep improving. And I thought our compete around the puck, our getting above people, getting out of the zone in a hurry, made a difference in the game.
Are those the things that Nemitz and Marino did that they didn't do against Montreal?
Yeah, I mean, we cleaned up some of our, around our net front. Still had a couple of mistakes that we'd like to clean up. But a lot better job finding people, boxing people out, letting the goaltender make the save, and making sure that the rebounds the opposition wasn't getting to.
Lindy, what has Serge meant to not only your coaching staff but your team these last couple of years?
I said that the value of having a former player that has 3 Stanley Cups with an organization is incredible. He's an incredible man. For a guy to put all that time in as a player and win cups, and put all that time in as a guy that wanted to help develop the players in Binghamton and Utica, now bring him in here. I can't say enough about the job he's done for me.
Has he been any different? I know he hates the spotlight being on him. Have you spoken to him today? Is he a little nervous?
I think he's just trying to hide. Like, he doesn't. We like to give him a little bit of jab here and there, but he likes to try to stay invisible.
Lindy, with his experience as the AHL, assistant coach the past couple of years as well, has that translated at all? Some of the young guys, sort of latch on to him and see him as a good leader?
Yeah, I think he's seen everybody. So I think it's a great question for some of the young guys that have had him. But it's hard. Players, when they're young in the American League, they have their eyes on one thing, and that's playing in the NHL. Sometimes the coaches down there have to explain that it's not an easy road to get there, not an easy road to stay there. And you look at just Serge's route to coming here and coaching. I mean, he paid his dues down there, and now he's here. So I think there's a lot of value to that.
Do you remember what it was like game planning against him when you would face the Devils as Sabres pitcher?
I do not. But, I think there's, again, he's the type of player, two-way player that could be good offensively, really good defensively. And, I think as a head coach, you had bigger targets. Not saying that Sarge is a guy that you don't focus on, but well aware of what he could do.
Lindy, Dallas has one player under 6 foot tall. Maybe 30 years ago, that kind of size meant something. Does it still mean something in the game?
I do. I think it does. I think use your size to make it incredibly tough on the opponent by when you get into pucks, by using your size to try to protect them. And I think it does. It does make a difference.
And how do the Devils counteract that, if you will, or any team?
Well, we got to have great sticks, and we got to get underneath the sticks. We got to get in. Still got to get into the body, but you've got to find different ways to win battles against bigger players.
On a night like this, how do you get your team to kind of manage the emotions of back-to-back wanting to play well as they're honoring one of your coaches?
I think that all takes care of itself. I think the players understand it's a special night for a special player, and they want to play well. We had a big win last night. We've got to put that away. We're going to have a great start to this game with honoring Serge. You got to be able to put that away and go to work.
Another goal for Wolves last night, 3 in his last 4. What have you been seeing from him?
I thought last night all 4 lines had a good night. I thought. For me, I thought Alex had one of his best nights. Had the puck a lot. He drove. There was 2 or 3 plays where he almost beat the opposition going in. Looking at back-to-back games, we thought if we could create 4 strong lines going in and get production from every line. Really liked what that line did, and I really liked Alex in the game.
Just your thoughts on the potential that the division gets a little harder with the coaching change on Long Island?
I think the division is hard enough as it is, let alone a coaching change. So we're well aware how tough, our division is and our conferences, and the coaching stuff is part of the business.
Are you at all surprised there have been 5 coaching changes already?
I'm never surprised. I think we're in the business that it happens. So I don't think you can ever be surprised.
Thank you, Lindy.
Any thought to having Serge go over the board tonight to play a couple shifts?
I think he's still in good enough shape too. We could sign him to a one-day contract maybe.